We have failed these men. And for some reason, they feel like they have to not only go outside of the United States, but they don't want an African woman, a Haitian woman. They go straight to the Asian countries. We have failed by demanding the bare minimum.
She's an asset, not a liability.
Like, people just always want something from you and they don't want to give. And if something's too hard from them, they don't want to try anymore.
Majority of us, we just missed the mark. We fell short. We don't know how to be submissive because we're obviously doing something wrong. And these men are running from us.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to make sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Alright, let's hop right into it.
Have you seen a lot of these Passport Bros video going around where American women are getting kind of...
As you should, sis. We have failed these men. And for some reason, they feel like they have to not only go outside of the United States, but they don't want an African woman, a Haitian woman. They go...
Whoa. Can I get it? You assume too much?
You assume too much.
What are you talking about? They're automatically going to... They're not going to Haiti. They're not going to Africa. Guys are going to Africa. And guys are going to Dominican Republic. Guys are going to places where there's black women. What are you talking about? Guys, a lot of guys are going to Asian countries, but guys are going everywhere, sweetheart. Guys are going to Germany. Guys are going to Japan. You'll see Passport Bros there. I was looking at Madagascar the other day. You're going to start seeing guys there. So stop it.
Get some help.
Straight to the Asian countries. Because you guys know how to treat these men far better than we do. We have failed by demanding the bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
4 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Pay attention. Let's get into it, ladies. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in them. The value in how they treat you. Not communicating well or effectively. Like expecting men to read our minds. And getting mad when they can't.
Respect, protection, things along those lines.
Being dismissive about how you make him feel. Or being overly defensive in response to how he feels. Basically, not liking being held accountable for your actions and how you've made that man feel.
Commitment, fidelity. We have really messed up by expecting men.
The bare minimum. Guys just want the bare minimum. All guys want is some cooperation.
Last but not least, being selfish and unwilling to compromise.
It's crazy because they try to flip it. Maybe that's what she wants. I don't think she watches the collective of women that are complaining about the Passport Bros. Right? And not even a woman complaining. I don't think she's realizing or even sees what's happening in the whole of America, right?
I came across a clip where Kevin Samuels was basically telling a woman that her degree didn't matter. He was telling her that the accomplishments that basically she got, she should forego that and focus on the marriage, the husband, and the children. What's the problem with that?
You getting a master's in early childhood development is not an addition to him, because whatever you make, you're going to generally want him to make more than you anyways. That's what Kevin Samuels has been able to get out, elicit from so many women. When women are asked, how much do you want to contribute to the household before it falls? What do most women say? 0.
Zilch. Nothing.
Zero. Nada. Zip.
Well, if it's 0, how are you helping him out with your degree?
She's living in her own bubble, talking about the guys she deals with, and pin it on all women. Well, look, this is not the case. Just because guys aren't giving you the bare minimum, the guys that you want, that sounds like a you problem. Once again, more you problems happening.
To be able to rise to that standard. And that's on us. And you know, they love to tell us that we're going to be lonely, we're going to be cat ladies.
Now look at this.
You can replace men like you with cats and dogs, but y'all have to literally go to another country because no other woman in your own country wants you anymore.
When we get older, but that is a burden that we have to bear for our mistake.
Reverse psychology.
We loved them whenever they didn't love us. They ran all over us. They blamed us.
That's usually my line.
And then here we are. And not all women have been in the right. There are some of us who have also hurt men, but for the majority of us, we just missed the mark. We fell short. We don't know how to be submissive and quiet like you. Please teach us.
Men are more compelled to commit to women who have these traits. Guys, tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? A woman who has more to offer than just, meaning she's more than just pretty. Number 6, a woman who brings peace. She is peaceful, creates peaceful environment. Ain't about the drama. Number 7, a woman who is supportive. She finds ways to help him reach his goals. She's a cheerleader. She's an asset, not a liability. Y'all knew I was gonna say that. Last but not least, she allows him to have his freedom. Still go out with the boys, still do his hobbies, still be himself.
Because we're obviously doing something wrong, and these men are running from us.
Man, it's sad, man. I see if she really wanted to learn what women are doing. Only thing they're doing is participating. You know how many guys don't get participation? It's wild. But anyway, let me hop on to the next video.
It's been a while since I've made a video about passport bros, and this video really isn't about passport bros, but I had a lot of time to think about the whole situation, and I wanted to kind of share my thoughts on just the dating culture.
Let me give you guys a breakdown of what's happened before this video really gets started, right? This woman here before made a video towards passport bros. I'll be honest, she wasn't necessarily bashing passport bros, but see, this is what's going on, right? She actually is a passport sis in a way. But we're going to get into that. I'm going to show you that video next. Let me show this first.
In America in general. So I think that guys who go overseas, or people who go live overseas for work or, pleasure, or just because they want to, and they happen to be there a long time and they meet somebody locally, that's pretty awesome, right? That's a great thing. That's a beautiful thing. Love that for them. I don't think that those people necessarily would identify as passport bros. And there's a segment of this whole passport bros movement. I shouldn't even say a segment. The movement itself, it has a lot of misogyny and, these talking points that American women are inherently bad because we're not traditional.
You did research.
But I just want to share another perspective, just from a woman's point of view, as somebody who's lived abroad and dated people from other countries. So I don't think the problem with dating in America is necessarily that American dudes are bad, or that American women are bad. I don't think anyone's fully bad or fully good, but I can say on a personal level, I really dislike the dating culture in America. I really dislike this whole Netflix and chill culture, this whole ghosting culture, the fact that people just treat other people like they're disposable. And I really don't think this is a gender thing.
See, that's what she's missing at, right? She doesn't realize, think about it, right? A woman can go create a dating profile and have guys all up the wazoo, right? Can guys do the same thing? She doesn't understand because she's a woman. A lot of times you have women that'll say, oh, well, guys can just have it easy. They can just get any woman they want. You hear some women say things like that. And it's like, wait a minute. Are you living in the same world we're living in? She doesn't understand. She's not a man, right? She's talking about it from a woman's perspective. Become a man. You've had even women that were actually women that turned into men, right?
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. I had closer friendships with random women I met in the bathroom before I transitioned at clubs because of how open women are.
And said, I want to go back to being a woman. I'm so ignored.
But to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to have people want to hug us and to have people want to talk to us and to have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you.
Men really have it hard. They had to live in a man's skin and said, wow, so many people are ignoring me.
And friendships are so much harder to build, and people are colder. And what's hard is none of this invalidates how real and raw women and people who are in marginalized groups feel about cis white men. All of that's valid.
Nobody cares. Crying. crying. She turned into a man crying.
But I also now understand why the rate is so much higher in men. Because it is lonely. And I'm an emotionally mature man. I know how to build friendships, and it is still really, really hard.
Same thing with her. She doesn't get it, but let me let her finish.
I'm tempted to say that this is across the board. And again, I'm speaking as somebody who dates both men and women, who has dated outside the country. What I noticed, for example, when dating in China, I never got ghosted.
She said she's dating in China. She never got ghosted. You know, I mean, you can't get ghosted in another country. But doesn't it sound like she doesn't realize it, but secretly she's sticking up for the passport bros. But she doesn't see how. She's actually saying the same passport bro talking points. She says she's never got ghosted. She's somehow she receives love. Let me let her finish.
I never got asked to go to somebody's house, spend my time, my gas, whatever. I never got asked to go out of my way for some freaking eggplant because it's everywhere. Who cares? But in America, it's like people just always want something from you and they don't want to give. And if something's too hard from them, they don't want to try anymore. You could get ghosted for the absolute dumbest reasons. And people just don't take anything seriously. Even in their 30s and 40s, they still act like 20-something-year-old boys. So yeah, the dating culture in America sucks. So
You know what's bugged out? You know what she just broke down? She broke down her at the end, her being rejected by the guys every woman wants in America. And then she broke down why this is the way.
Facts.
Am I wrong? She didn't just break down why this is the way. Think about it, guys. She said, I've never had a problem with that when I was outside. And then she talked about all boys. A lot of times, that may not be the passport bros. Sometimes you have some passport bros that are that. But they're not, you guys know exactly what I'm saying. I shouldn't even have to explain myself. That's all she did, man. She clearly showed why this is the way and didn't even know it. And she also showed how she's still a modern woman. Right? She's traveled out, and I got proof of her traveling. Let me watch this video, guys. She was in China for 2014-18. She's clearly a passport sis, right? But she's confused. But it's all right, man. But you know what? You know what she don't realize? Because she's stuck in her modern ways, her modern womanhood, her modern woman ways. She just told everyone this is the way and why guys are leaving. The reason why guys are leaving because they realize
This is the way.
passport bros, passport, no.
Who's coming?
It's more to life than dealing with women back home, just like you explained.